What's good, everyone? Site Perspectives, giofvcks in the building. And I was having a conversation with one of my team members, co-workers, colleagues. And my colleague was basically expressing how, it's crazy out here. She had to get a second job, and mind you, before this, she has worked second jobs as a bartender previously. So think about it. You already have a full-time job working for one of the biggest, mortgage companies in the country, if not the world. You already have a full-time job, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and you still have to get a second job because your full-time job working for one of the largest mortgage companies in the country, if not the world, does not pay you a living wage. And if this isn't the story of so many people in this country, in this world, this needs to be addressed. What is the purpose of having a full-time job if you are not making a living wage? What's the purpose? And then yesterday, that's just one example. Last night, I should say. Last night I was, applying for jobs. And I'm applying for jobs on Indeed.com. And I'm on Indeed and I'm looking. And they literally had a job that required either a master's in social work, a Juris Doctorate, a master's in psychology, or a master's level degree in a related field. So like social sciences, sociology, human services, etc. Plus 5 years of experience. Guess how much they wanted to offer for that position? $37,000 to $39,000 a year. What the fuck is that? You mean to tell me you think somebody that has over $40,000 worth of student loan debt for pursuing the master degree level education or the Juris Doctorate education to get the degree, plus you want them to have 5 years of experience, and you're only offering less than $40,000 a year, which after taxes ain't shit? Because you got to remember, they're taking 25% at least. At the bare minimum, 25% of your income is going to taxes. So you're only going to get $37,000 to $39,000 a year, yet you have such crazy ass requirements. That's another example. How many times do we have to say, we need living wages, and also colleges, going to college at this point is a glorified Ponzi. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. It's a scam. Because more often than not, you're not going to earn a living wage. You're not going to make the money that they tell you you're going to make with that education. And you're going to be working at places that have you, that didn't require your education, or the wages and salaries are extremely low and stagnant. You're going to need a second or third job, some type of side hustle, and you're going to barely make ends meet and live paycheck to paycheck. So those are just two examples, lived experiences, realities of the problem of this economy, the job market, and how we need to have living wages now. We need student loan forgiveness now. We need rent control now. We need universal health insurance now. We need universal basic income now. These are things that we need to be demanding in the streets. I'm glad that it's been 31 days, 30 plus days of protests for Black Lives Matter, and we need to continue. But while we're doing this, we also need to be adding to the plot, right? Because if Black Lives Matter, then once again, Black people need to be paid living wages. Black people need to have universal health insurance, and if we have universal health insurance, everyone needs to have universal health insurance. If we have basic, living wages, everyone needs to have living wages, right? Because these are human rights issues at this point. This is ridiculous. Nobody should have to work a second and third job to supplement an income when they already have a full-time job. It's time to require that these jobs pay people living wages. These jobs need to be providing decent, quality, affordable, accessible, inclusive health insurance. And even if you don't have a job, you should have access to quality, affordable, accessible, inclusive health insurance. Hence why we should have universal base health insurance, Medicare for all, okay? I'm going to keep making these videos. I'm going to keep repeating these. I'm going to keep giving you guys lived realities, real examples, real experiences, and then hopefully with the Instagram lives, you will start seeing more live feed videos where I'll have guests on there to express their perspectives and views and their experiences and lived realities as well. Because again, I don't think y'all hear me. I don't think y'all get it. It's so many people who are dealing with similar issues to you. Like, so many of us are struggling out here, and the myth of upward mobility and the myth of, if you work hard, you'll be rewarded is bullshit. A lot of us are sitting up working and working and working and working, going beyond the call of duty. We're literally working ourselves into early graves, right? Like, we really are out here struggling, and we're not getting anywhere, because at the end of the day, the rich are getting richer, the poor are staying poor and becoming poorer, all right? Again, I don't understand how we work for one of the largest mortgage companies in the country, if not the world, and we're making less than $50,000 a year. We're making less than $20 an hour. Okay? Make it make sense. Why do we need to have second and third jobs? Why do people need to sell plasma to try to get an extra $100, $200 so they can pay a bill or so they can get some food? People shouldn't have to do that. Okay? And I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. And again, I'm sitting up here applying for jobs now because realistically, I can't stay working here at this current pay scale, $14.49 with a master's degree. You feel me? And even without a master's degree, the cost of living is high. Inflation has gone up, increases. We cannot live on $14.49 an hour. We can't live on $15 an hour. Not when you sitting up with rent $1,000 plus a month. Okay? Come on now. Our wages need to match the cost of living in inflation. Hence the term living wage. This is ridiculous. Anyways, I just wanted to bring that to y'all real quick. And again, your degree is supposed to be so valuable, so important, and education is supposed to help us get careers and better paying opportunities. Yet I went on Indeed and I'm applying for jobs, and you want me to have a master's degree and 5 years of experience to pay me less than $40,000 a year. And I owe $47,000 in student loan debt for getting the master's degree. I'm just saying, bruh. I'm just saying, this shit is wild. Like, it's wild. And enough is enough. We deserve better, and yeah. So anyways, thanks for watching the video. Leave your comments, your suggestions, your perspectives, your opinions. Drop it down below. And I'll be back with more videos and more content. Deuces.